All right, I'm at the Wilbur Dam Road. I'm doing a section hike. It's September 2022. I'm just doing a section hike. I'm going to do probably 5 miles back to Boots Off Hostel, and then from there reassess where my foot is. I injured it in June, so I'm just out seeing if my foot's holding up, and if it's well, then I'll probably do another small section hike again today or tomorrow. Anyhow, having a good time, and I'll show you what the trail looks like. So this is the Appalachian Trail. You can see the white markers. It comes down the steps. I'm going to spin clockwise. That's the road we came up to get dropped off from the hostel. The dam's in that direction. And then you can see the white blazes go across the road. And then I'm going to be heading southbound. So that's the trail over there. So I'll see you at the next segment of the video. Alright, I am back on Wilbur Dam Road. Rookie mistake. About 200 meters into your walk, you should probably stop and check your Far Out app, make sure where you're going, because I originally was here and I walked a couple, probably about 5 meters with my Far Out app, and it was pointing me going in one direction. So I walked probably about a half mile. And then I decided, oh, let me check, see where I am on the Far Out app. And I was actually going the wrong direction. It initially pointed me in the wrong direction. So lesson learned the hard way. So go about 200 meters into your trail and then check to make sure that you are on the direction that you think you're going. Like I said, it initially pointed me in the wrong direction. So I'll turn the camera around and you'll see where I am. So this is where I was at earlier. Again, this is where I'm going to go. This is now going south. That I know there's the white blaze up on the trail. But if I come down and I pan around like I did before, this is looking back toward the dam. And then as I spin around, you'll see the white blazes on the road. And again, I walked probably about 5 meters in that direction. And you can see in the distance, you can actually see the other white blazes on the tree. And like I said, I probably walked about 5 meters and the arrow was pointing me in that direction on Far Out, but apparently not so much. So now I am going that way. It just added probably an extra half mile to my trek today. Not that big a deal, but again, every trek is every section hike is a learning experience. Rookie mistake, not a big deal. And there's the adage, you're never lost if you don't care where you're going. So I'm just out here for 3 days. I really don't care where I'm going, other than eventually making it back to my car. So here we go, on to the next one. All right, practicing what I preached. Again, about 200 yards into the correction route, I stopped, checked my Far Out app, and I saw that I am now in fact on my planned route trail instead of taking the half-mile detour that I did before. Again, it's actually probably a half mile out when I finally checked. So I said it earlier, it was a half mile, but it's a half mile out, so I probably added a mile to my trip today. Again, not a big deal. Again, as the adage goes, you're never lost if you don't care where you're going. Again, I'm just out having fun, so it doesn't matter. So around, there's where I'm going. This is going south, panning around. You can see it's pretty dense forest, anchor in the Cherokee National Forest, and you can see this is going north, and you can see the white blaze. Again, it's pretty well marked along the trail. You can see this is just a dirt trail and rock. So I'll see you on the next one. Alright, coming up out of the road, I'm coming up on a ridge line. This is the direction I came from. There's a little switchback right there. As I pan clockwise, I can see it. There's Watauga Lake, and then I'm about to start walking along this ridge line, it looks like, and pretty cool. I'll let you walk for a second with me. There's one of our white blazes. Again, beautiful. pretty steep down the hill. And again, I'm just walking along this little section of trail. Pretty cool. A little bit of a rock scramble here. Not too bad. Again, a good area to use your trekking poles. And just watch my footing a little bit as I come around. Just up and down all these little rock scrambles. Not too bad. I'm not even using my trekking poles as I'm videoing this. And now I'm back on smooth ground. Just ups and downs. And now I'm going back down again. Again, it's all these little rocks that you probably see in the camera jolt periodically. Again, it's just all these little rocks. If you had trekking poles, not a big deal. You would easily clear that. But again, you can just kind of get a feel. It's kind of steep terrain to my left now. Going up, kind of steep terrain going down to the right, and the trail is just this well-defined path. In this case, it's just dirt and leaves. So it's actually a really, really nice section of trail. And I would imagine I'll be coming up on a white blaze momentarily just to let me know that we're still on the trail. I'll just run this for a little bit. Nice moss covered trail log to prevent erosion. So as you can see, the trail is pretty defined by either vegetation to the left or right, or by the white blazes. So unless you start off going in the wrong direction, you're easily going to stay on the trail for the most part. It's pretty well defined. And coming around the curve. Up, hikers, I'm gonna turn it off. All right, I'm back on. I let that group of section hikers go past me. It's generally good etiquette to not film anybody or take photos of anybody unless you ask their permission first. So as soon as I saw them, I immediately turned the camera off, let them pass. There's actually probably a group of about 8 hikers just out doing a section hike. So again, I let them clear me about 100 meters or so, and I'm continuing on. And you can see, as I was telling you, there's a white blaze letting you know that you're still on trail, even though you can see that there's really nowhere to go because it's thick brush to the left, thick brush to the right. But again, the little white blazes just let you know that you're still on trail. Periodically you'll see what we call a double blaze. It's one blaze on top of the other, and that just means that there's a turn coming up. If it's right on top of each other, it just means you need to look left or right. If you see one to the top one to the left, that means the turn is going to be to your left. I got another hiker coming up, so I'm going to turn off. Alright, I'm at Lookout Road. That's where I came. That's going north. As I pan around, you can see that there is the road. You can see the Appalachian Trail marker on the rail saying, hey, it's to the right. And then there's a sign that also tells you where you are. So in this case, the road, it's wanting me to go to the right. So I'm assuming it's going to be on the road itself. So we'll see. Yep. So I'm just following this road like it said. And I'm probably 100, 150 meters, 100, 150 yards, however you want to think of it, away from that sign. And then lo and behold, there is a white blaze, which means I am on the trail still. So it's just wanting me to walk on the road here for a little bit. Okay, pretty cool. Alright, it's just a gradual downhill. I don't know what the slope is. I'll pan to the left. Pretty cool features. That's where it came from. And I'm about a mile into my section hike, on the correct portion of my section hike. So, anyhow, see you at the next one. Alright, still walking down the road. Still walking south on the trail. This is still part of the trail, and I'm about to cross, in a minute, I'm going to cross over the Watauga Dam itself. But if I pan to the right, this is why I love doing these hikes. It's beautiful terrain. There must be some kind of power station down there in the distance. See if I can zoom in for you a little bit better. Again, beautiful section of trail. Again, just rock cliffs. So as I continue walking, you can see the white blaze. Again, just lets me know I'm still on the trail. And there's the dam, and it looks like some boaters out enjoying the lake. Pretty cool. Kind of a neat feature. Appalachian Trail. Very cool. Must be some kind of the access road down to the power substation, I'm guessing. All the little switchbacks for vehicles, so you can see the boulder fields in the middle of the road. Again, I'm walking south on the Appalachian Trail. And as I come out, you can see the lake. Getting a little windy, which is great because it's keeping me cool. And I'm heading that way. Alright, I'm still walking on the trail. Probably got about another 2.5 miles yet to go. This section hike's doing what I intended for it to do. Testing out my foot. I think I'm probably going to get off trail. But anyhow, public service announcement. If you're hiking on any trail, take your trash with you. I just picked up 2 water bottles. Take care of our natural resources. Alright, so after my rant, I'm still walking. That's the direction I came from. That's northbound on the trail. And you can see it's an easy hike. Like I said, the purpose of me hiking today is get out on the trail and see if my feet are healed from where I hurt them in Maryland. But you can see the trail. I'm just following probably about 10 foot above the water line of the lake. Just a beautiful section of trail. Again, the whole purpose of hiking is to get out and enjoy nature, and you hate to see when somebody just throws trash out, so pick up after yourselves. And so I picked their water bottles up, and I'll hike it out with me. Not that big a deal. Beautiful section of trail though, like I was saying, easy. The other thing is as you're hiking, just know what your body's telling you. Mine's telling me, hey, my feet aren't fully healed yet, so I'm probably going to get off after I get back to Boots Off Hostel. Not a big deal. I'm only section hiking. Every section hike you do, you learn something. So, yeah, just showing you what the trail looks like as I go. Again, just a little bit of minor ups and downs as you're walking around Watauga Lake. Easy terrain, good, recommended hike. And you can see I'm now coming up again on one of these white blazes. Just an enjoyable hike. A lot of hikers, so if you're one of these people that's afraid of getting in the woods, you don't have to be. I mean, I'm hiking by myself, but I probably haven't gone more than an hour before somebody's come upon me. So again, just an enjoyable way to spend the day. I didn't film it, but when I was going across the dam, there was a lady with her daughter and son. They're probably 7 and 8 respectively. As I'm coming out on the lake, I'll show you that. And they're just out section hiking for a couple days. They parked at the Boots Off Hostel. They're going to walk up to a couple different shelters over a couple days over this 3-day weekend. It's the Labor Day weekend. And they're going to call the shuttle, pick them up. So again, lots of ways to walk the trail. So enjoy nature. Alright, thank you to all the trail maintainers who maintain bridges like this, little footbridges. Pretty cool. Alright, I've been walking along the trail along Watauga Lake. That's the little footbridge I just came across. I'll pan to counterclockwise this time. That's hey, it's Highway 391. Above there, you can just, it's not more than 100 feet from me. This is Watauga Lake picnic area. Nice swimming area. People come here and kayak, do all kind of stuff. Again, I'm not going to film because there's people down there. So I'm not going to film too much as I get closer, but I'm not far from the Boots Off Hostel. I want to say it's about 7/10 of a mile, if that. Alright, this is Highway 391. You can see as I come out, you can see the Boots Off Hostel sign. And you can see the blaze on the trail. And on this one tree that's going north on the trail, that's I called it Lake Watauga Lake, and I think it's I'll forget the name. I'll put it in the description what this place is. Anyway, as you can see the double blaze on the tree, that just tells you that there's a turn coming up. When you get down to the bottom here, you make a left, and that's that bridge I just showed you a minute ago. Again, this is the recreation area, and that's heading toward Boone. And there we go. Okay, I am coming toward the end of my destination. I'm still walking south. This is still the Appalachian Trail. You see that's the sign to the hostel. Here's the trailblaze sign saying there's a turn, so look for a turn. So you look on the ground. Let's see here. That's the direction I came from. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I just showed you that turn signal coming from the south. And you have to, sometimes you have to look around for it. So I came up to this road. You can see if I scan up there, you can see on that tree, that's the Appalachian Trail going that way. So that's going south on the Appalachian Trail up that road. This is the road that I was just walking on that's actually part of the Appalachian Trail. Again, now I'm facing north. And on this side of that pole, because it's not a turn anymore, you can see the white blaze saying that you're on the trail that way, and that's the way it went to Watauga Lake. Anyway, so again, so when you see those double blazes, that just means you need to start looking around, make sure that make sure I zoom to my normal zoom power. That make sure that when you see those double blazes that you start looking. Now on far out, the app, it shows a blue blaze leading off the Appalachian Trail to Boots Off Hostel, and it's actually his driveway. It goes through part of the National Forest, but his driveway is part of it, and he's talking to the owner last night. They actually gave him a blue blaze in far out app. So when you're doing some research for your day hike, you may think the blue blaze is actually a part of the trail through the woods, but it's actually part of his driveway, so don't be surprised by that. Again, it's just been a fun little day hike. Again, served its purpose for me. It showed me that my foot's not fully healed yet for a long hike, so I'll just go home and let it heal up some more. But it's been a fun hike nonetheless. Alright, so I'm coming up to the sign. I'm going to come up. That's his famous log. It's in everybody's videos. And then this is his driveway to go up. So it's about a half mile, I think, roughly, to where his hostel is. Very nice hostel. Coming up to Boots Off Hostel. I said it's a half mile, but it's probably not even that far. Up to here. Here's his main office, and he's got tent sites everywhere.